Hear me in the World Vibes Radio. Why they my use ya? Not take no talkie. Be careful of some places where you walk. Some no know God, them no read Bible. Then we shoot you down with them rifle. Do not bring no guns, come to town. It's World Vibes, tell them leave that at home. Them bedtime bring love, come to town. It's I say spread the joy around. World Vibes Radio. I'm not taking this now. Let's go and teach your youths them. Play some good music. Educate them.
Yo, check this out. This is Anthony Cruz, and you don't know it's the Diaspora Connection featuring Kabbalah for Jamaicans with Joshua. Keep it locked, man. Blaze it hot. Anthony Cruz said that.
I've lifted mine eyes and I've seen the sign of the times. Daddy Marcus prophesied there nothing long time. Oh Lord, the ignorance of our people has held us captives of our own mind. Can't you see we're running out of time? Let's change our lives, my brothers and sisters, answer the calling of the Father. He is the only one that's willing to save us divine. Get ready for a new time. I've seen a new sign. In I bingy chant right. Mother Nature revealed it, and I do believe it. Yeah. Get ready for a new time. I've seen a new sign. In I bingy chant right. Mother Nature revealed it, and I do believe it. Whoa.
Cause we know we're not gonna get away with the wrongs we continue to display. A scripture from the good book say, according to our works we shall get paid. We've gotta be sure the things we've done is being worthy under the sun.
Get ready for a new time. I've seen a new sign, and I bingy chant right. Mother Nature revealed it, and I do believe it. Get ready for a new time. I've seen a new sign, and I bingy chant right. Mother Nature revealed it, and I do believe it. Whoa. I bring it down right. Now there's a way to live with and a way to love the other race that you might hate. Cause in this new time we gotta live to love and everyone learn to appreciate. Let's change our lives, my brothers and sisters, answer the calling of the Father. He's the only one that's willing to save us divine. Get ready for a new time. I've seen a new sign, and I bingy chant right. Mother Nature revealed it, and I do believe it. Boy, get ready for a new time. I've seen a new sign, and I bingy chant right. Mother Nature revealed it, and I do believe it.
Cause we know we're not gonna get away with the wrongs we continue to display.
It's a while since I've been trying to get it on with you, but you keep on saying you don't know what to do. Don't know much about you, yet you're always on my mind. So all you gotta do is leave it to time. Everything will be fine. Time alone can do anything. Time can move any mountain. Time will make you realize someone's in love with you. Baby, it's true. Oh. Yeah. So what are we gonna do? Punchy Lou now you know how I feel. Will you ever realize that I'm for real? Let me assure you, not promise you, I won't break your heart. Now you know it right from the start. So leave it to time. Time alone can do anything. Time will move in the mountain. Time will make you realize someone's in love with you. Baby, it's true. Oh yeah. Baby, it's true. See, yeah. Since I've been trying to get it on with you, but you keep on saying you don't know what to do. Make up your mind and give it a try. Now you know the score. 'Cause girl, I've been knocking your door. So leave it to time. Time alone can do anything. Time can move in the mountain. Time will make you realize someone's in love with you. Baby, it's true. Oh yeah. Time alone can do anything. Time can move in the mountain. Time will make you realize someone's in love with you. Baby, it's true. Oh. Don't ever forget where you're coming from. No. Don't ever forget those who helped you along your way. Your ego flies high to the sky. Remember what goes around comes around. Everyone needs someone, but it seems you've forgotten. You should never burn your bridges behind you, 'cause you never know what life has in store for you. Always do the good and good will follow, 'cause you never know what happens tomorrow. Time is the master, yet time can be disaster. Help a brother if he's down, yeah. Love and be loved, and you'll be blessed from above. But it seems you've forgotten. You should never burn your bridges behind you, 'cause you never know what life has in store for you. Always do the good and good will follow, 'cause you never know what happens tomorrow. Yet I can be disaster. Help a brother if he's down. Love and be loved, and you'll be blessed from above. But it seems you've forgotten. Yeah, you should never burn your bridges behind you, 'cause you never know what life has
gift to capture my heart and answer my wish? Could it be that you have what it takes for love to survive in your smile? Your smile, your words, I can read between the lines and I see clearly where you're coming from. And in your eyes, I can see you really want me, but won't say, please stay. Could it be that you have the gift to capture my heart and answer my wish? Could it be that you have what it takes for love to survive in your smile? In your Your smile, I can see a new horizon right before me. I can't believe my eyes when you touch. I can feel the transformation as my heart melts away. Could it be that you have the gift to capture my heart and answer my wish? Could it be that you have what it takes for love to survive in your smile? In your smile, could it be that you have the gift to capture my heart and answer my wish? Could it be that you have what it takes for love to survive in your smile?
My Father, my God, yeah, yes. You've been my Father for as long as I can remember. A father till the end. You've been my friend, a friend for all eternity. The closest friend to me, yes. And when the road of life seemed rough and rocky, you were there for me. You keep me strong with your blessings and true with your mercy. You'll always be my Father, my friend, my God, my guide. Forever you will be, and I will walk by your side. My Father, my friend, my God, my guide. My love for you I'll never hide. No. You are my God, the only one I ever had. You prove your love for me, yes. You are my guide, your footsteps I will walk with pride. My praises I'll give to thee. You're my Father, my friend, my God, my guide. Forever you will be, and I will sing by your side. My Father, my friend, my God, my guide. My love for you I'll never hide. Oh my God, strong with your blessings and true with your mercy. You'll always be my Father, my friend, my God, my guide. Forever you will be, and I will walk by your side. My Father, my friend, my God, my guide. My love for you I'll never hide.
1 2 1 2.
Father, my friend, my God, my guide. Forever you will be, and I will walk by your side. My Father, my friend, my God, my guide. My love for you I'll never hide. You're my Father, my friend, my God, my guide. Forever you will be, and I will sing by your side. You're my Father, my friend, my God, my guide. My love for you I'll never hide.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Diaspora Connection featuring Kabbalah for Jamaicans. My name is Joshua, and you've been listening to the Time Rhythm. Yes, a beautiful, beautiful tune. So I hope everyone is doing well. You know, I have to say that I was a bit depressed this morning. You know, I live in the States, in the US, in New York, and we had our elections today, presidential election. And Donald Trump is back in the White House. So, I was rooting for Kamala, but the people have spoken. So, I saw it go. But yeah, I was pretty down and out for the major part of the day. Never turn on back the news, nothing. But, you know, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Right? And I want to talk to you about making lemonade tonight. I have some very good things in store for you. This is episode 140. So welcome to those of you who are here for the first time. And to those of you who are avid listeners to the Kabbalah for Jamaicans segment. What we do here is we teach, we share the wisdom of Kabbalah. Kabbalah is the ancient Israelite wisdom that Moses received on Mount Sinai and was taught to disciples for thousands of years. It wasn't written down until Rabbi Shimon came along during the time of Jesus, Yeshua. And the Creator revealed to Rabbi Shimon this tremendous wisdom, which is secrets of the Torah. And the Torah is the 5 books of Moses, right? Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. That is what is called the Torah. And the Zohar is supplemental to the Torah. The Torah, which is, as a Christian, you know it as the Old Testament, the first 5 books of Moses. Kabbalah teaches that the Torah is a manual book on life. And it's highly encoded, okay? Highly encoded. And although you may glean wisdom from the stories, yes, it's highly encoded and it has much more spiritual meaning than we understand, than most understand. The Zohar helps to teach us and to help us to understand what was going on when the Creator said X, Y, and Z. The Zohar takes concepts such as the Shabbat, which is the Sabbath. It speaks about reincarnation, which we're going to talk more about tonight. It talks about angels. It talks about various topics. And the Creator reveals to Rabbi Shimon the secrets of all of these subjects. It also takes quotes, sections out of the Torah, such as let there be light in Genesis, and expounds upon really what was going on behind the scenes and what this really means. And a person may say, well, what does that have to do with me? Well, it's important to understand, or at least be exposed to, the secrets of the universe. Because mankind was created to control the universe. Okay? God said, be fruitful, multiply, have dominion. Right? Over everything, all of his creation. That was God's intention for man. So, the Zohar, the revelation of the Zohar, is the Creator's way of giving us tools, giving us understanding about the world, about the universe. Because this tells us, you see, the Torah is a story and it's history if you just read it on the surface. But again, it's an encoded book and you need a key to unlock the secrets, and the Zohar is that key to unlock the secrets. And we're going to hear a little bit tonight. But let's see. Yes, I'm actually supposed to. I invited someone to read Zohar for us. Let me see if she is available. One of our students she lives in California. And I'm going to see if she's available. Right, so the Zohar, okay, is extremely important for you to become familiar with. And you can see it online at Zohar, Zohar.com. That was created by the Kabbalah Center, of which I've been a student for the last 16 years. Taught me everything I knew about Kabbalah and what I'm sharing with you now. The Zohar, my friends, okay, it's magical. And you need to get one. You need to have one. We offer a pocket version of it, a mini Zohar. It's called a Pinkasim. And if you get in touch with us, either through our website or give me a call, we can get one to you. Courtney Price, if you're listening, big up yourself in the Nato Bay area, where we have a grassroots effort of distributing hundreds of Zohars in the area. And people are asking for more. So, because they feel the energy, it's a book of healing and protection. It's only a subset of the larger volume, but its writings, the Hebrew writings, is where the power and the magic is. Yes? So, check us out on our website. That's KabbalahForJamaicans.com. KABBALAH, the number 4, and Jamaicans, JAMAICANS, KabbalahForJamaicans.com. And you can request a Zohar. Right? We're in the process of, matter of fact, I shipped a barrel down with another individual, and I was able to get 250 Pinkasim inside there. So we're expecting to distribute those. Yeah? So reach out to us. The number here in the studio is country code +1 516 965 5700. That's country code +1 516 965 5700. Okay. So, like I said, we'll have a couple of lectures here tonight to talk about. We're in the new moon of Scorpio, the new month of Scorpio. Okay. Astrologically. And we're going to play something about the Scorpio from a Kabbalistic astrology standpoint. For those of you, all of those Scorpions out there, happy birthday to you. I'm included, one of them. My birthday, my Earth Strong, is on November 20th. But the interesting thing is that although that makes me Scorpio in the Gregorian calendar, which is the Roman calendar, which we are all familiar with, according to the Hebrew calendar, which is a different calendar, not very different, but the years are marked differently. According to the Hebrew calendar, I'm actually Sagittarius. So my birthday is the 4th day of Kislev, which is the month of Sagittarius, which follows Scorpio. And since, I'm at the latter part of Scorpio on the 20th, in the Hebrew calendar, it kind of flowed over into Sagittarius, which is actually pretty good for me because it helps me to work out my tikkun, my correction. So we got a lot in store for you tonight. Again, you're listening to Diaspora Connection featuring Kabbalah for Jamaicans. My name is Joshua. We're here every Tuesday and Wednesday night from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern. Now that Jamaica and New York is on the same time, we're good. No confusion there. We offer lots of things. Again, check out our newly designed website, right? www.kabbalahforjamaicans.com. Again, that's KABBALAH, the number 4, and Jamaicans, JAMAICANS. KabbalahforJamaicans.com. Go there, request your Zohar, see what we're doing. We also have a food security army because we're a non-profit company. I've formulated the Kabbalah Learning Center of Jamaica, and it's a non-profit company, and we feed over 100 people every month in the Spanish Town area, near the care center, in and around the care center and the infirmary, through the donations of people on a monthly basis. We've been doing this now for almost a year. And I want to thank Brother Granville Vatigan and his group of volunteers, which are not many, only about 2 or 3. So Brother Granville, Hashem bless you and your volunteers for serving God's people. That's what we are here to do, my friends. Not just to teach, but also to feed. Feed physically and spiritually. So check out what we've been doing on our website. I'm going to give our friend Batel a call to see if she's going to be available to read some Zohar for us. And then we're going to go into those special lectures about reincarnation and about the sign of Scorpio. Okay? So I'll be right back. Again, you're listening to Diaspora Connection featuring Kabbalah for Jamaicans.
Black people, keep your heads up. Emperor Selassie, I bless them. Burning fire never ends down. Simplicity we used to survive. Men find it difficult because they ignorant now. Simplicity we used to survive. Do what you doing properly. That's the way through life. Simplicity we used to survive. Men find it difficult because they ignorant now. Simplicity we used to survive. Children, open up your eyes. It's not the one bag of vanity nor the animosity nor the hypocrisy nor democracy. It's not the laba nor the backstabber nor the vampire evil's desire. It's just a meditation of my heart. Pure and conscious thought. Be overstanding and be smart. Listen to the children speak the word and shine the light in the dark, yeah. Simplicity we used to survive. Men who find it difficult because they ignorant and die. Simplicity me used to survive. Do what you doing properly. That's the way through life. Simplicity I used to survive. Children, open up your eyes. Simplicity me used to survive. Burn Pharisees and scribes. Yeah. Avoid your anger, that report. Praise Rastafari and live a worthy cause. Give us all the blessing, give us all reward to help the poor and find it easy when them find it hard. Simplicity I used to survive, men who find it difficult because they ignorant and die. Simplicity I used to survive, I shall live and love your life. Keep doing what you're doing, don't you grumble. See what you sow is what you reap, so be humble. Know what you're doing, you never stumble. Burn down Rome, I saw them crumble. Lead the way with the word that I speak. Never must you survive. Men find it difficult because they're ignorant and all. Simplicity I used to survive. Learn Pharisees and scribes. Simplicity I used to survive. Men find it difficult because they're ignorant and all. Simplicity I used to survive. Oh, Galante tell you, it's not the one bag of vanity nothing, animosity nothing, hypocrisy nor democracy. It's nothing, lava nothing, backstab nothing, vampire your evil lost desire. It's just a meditation of my heart. It's just a pure and conscious thought. Be overstanding, I tell you to be smart. Listen to the children when they speak and shine the light in the dark. Simplicity I used to survive. Men find it difficult because they're ignorant and dark. Simplicity I used to survive. Children, live and love your life. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Fire burn ya. Simplicity we used to survive. Don't you find it difficult? Yeah. Open up your eyes.
Pull it up, selector. I live on this your one.
I told you, Jah gon' bless us and make us strong. I trust that we'll be there someday to come. I never doubted, I keep the faith all along. A good friend, I'm a servant, that's who I am. You surely deserve all the best there is. And I've got all the love to give. Girl, you want all the care there is. And we all got all the life to live. This is for you, my dear. A blessing to show I care. This is for you, my dear. Girl, my loving to show I care. I need your birthday, like the first day. This is the time when my words say I love you. Oh yeah. For the record, your presence was on my preference. Lord, you make you glorious in front of all your friends. You surely deserve all the love there is. And I've got all the love to give. Girl, you bring all the care and share there is. And we all got all our life to live. Ha! This is for you, my dear.
people because Babylon now instill malicious and grudge upon my people now. You see the dirty lifestyle? There's nothing in them system of which they create all around. And they criticize their own children, yeah, they would catch at a straw if they were to drown. They're not different from those scribes and Pharisees who come around. They lurks in the corners, skylarks on the streets, flirts in the towns. They never do positive. They find a joy making people business their own. Dance a yard before you dance abroad. The high priest tell you that I knew them from God and go get good ways. True grace, of the perch we pass a young gate. You have the good ways, it give you long days. Now take no bribe from that a screw face. Go get good ways, good grace. Perch we pass a young gate. You have some good ways, it give you long days. What do you say? I tell you now, they await your downfall. Figure lava talk. Yo, what is that? Greater joy, you come miss on you a figure. Have a donkey job won't fill off. When Babylon City, I got down propaganda where them spread becomes a dagger to them heart. Think say them have a secret. The baby reveal it, so them a walk witchcraft out. So them better, so them a close in. Contempt the youth, them where they pass. Every man is equal. Rastafari say, try not on the ungodly part. God I'm gonna get a good ways. Long days, birds be pass a young gate. What about your good ways? It give you length of days. Yo, now you taste how you medicine they taste. Yeah, what? What's them now? I thought about them this, them that. Who slick from who flap, them some ass Joe Bush and anything else. When we come across the rubbish and trash. Every year that them practice, the same thing they never yet to know when to stop. Full up a bad mind. Then I want make you want to see your brother drop. Go and have some good ways. True grace. First before you pass, I and get go and have some good ways. It give you long days. Now them chase out them medicine that taste. Good ways. Long days. Now let go King Selassie you no screw face. Good ways. It give you length of days. Now take no bribe from no screw face. Just have some good ways. It give you length of days. This I want a true face. There's nothing in the system that they'll create around. They criticize their own hygiene, yet they would catch at a small. If there were
Sizzla Kalonji.
don't you see they're not much
Yes.
different from the scribes and the Pharisees.
Not much different from the Phibes and the scribes and the Pharisees. Boy, we can always leave it up to our Jamaican heroes to speak the truth. Good evening once again, everyone, and welcome again to Diaspora Connection featuring Kabbalah for Jamaicans. My name is Joshua, and as I mentioned earlier, we have a wonderful friend of the show. Her name is Batel, and she's going to be reading some Aramaic for us from the Zohar, as I mentioned. Good evening, Batel. How are you?
Good evening, Joshua. I'm doing good. I'm excited to be with you guys here.
Awesome. You're currently where, in California?
Yeah, in Los Angeles.
In LA. Okay, wonderful. So, and where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Israel.
Okay. Israeli.
Yeah.
All right.
Would love to go to Jamaica soon. So.
we can arrange that. We can arrange
Sounds
that.
good.
You'll love it there. Yeah, and they'll love you.
I think so. I think I'm gonna like it. Yeah.
No, I thank you so much for making yourself available. You know, one of the things I've been telling our listeners is that the power of the Zohar. And on Tuesday nights at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, we broadcast the Zohar reading that is dedicated to Jamaica, because we meet twice a week on Sunday nights and Tuesday nights, and we read 30 minutes of Zohar dedicated to Jamaica, you know, through the Kabbalah Center, right?
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, we do that every Sunday and Tuesday. So I know how much the Zohar helps to increase the vibration of whatever it is that we're doing. And especially since we are delivering, this wisdom to the people of Jamaica, I thought, having the Zohar across the airwaves as much as possible is necessary. And a few times I've asked some other students to record the Zohar verses for me, and I play them. But now you're able to speak it, to say it live, which is going to be so powerful. So powerful.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you so much.
No, thank you, really and truly. Such a blessing, because I've heard you read Aramaic before, and I said, wow, beautiful intonation, beautiful voice, and the people of Jamaica are going to love to hear it. Whoever is listening on World Vibes Radio is going to love it. So, tell me, how long have you been studying Kabbalah?
I started when I'd say more than 20 years ago.
Whoa.
Yeah, when I was in Israel after my mom made her transition to the spirit world, I was seeking, and I came across the teaching of the Kabbalah. I think at that time it wasn't so known, it was kind of like more hidden, and also where I'm coming from, it was kind of like prohibited to
That's right.
even
Yep.
study at the time, like not necessarily for women.
Yep.
If they're not religious, there was a lot of restriction about it if you're not over 40.
Yep.
And even my father's side is more religious, and I felt kind of like the rebellious. And I think that was guided by my mom. I always feel like she's somehow connected me there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you remember who were the teachers that you met for the first time there?
Actually, I don't.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Because
beautiful.
it was also a gap. I left then, like, short time after I left Israel, and I moved to Hawaii, I moved to San Francisco, and I was away from a center, and I think more maybe 7 years ago,
You got reconnected.
my first boyfriend introduced me,
Oh.
and
nice.
he somehow said that he kind of like got into it because he knew that I was there, like
Oh,
he had
wow.
friends who kind of like,
Nice.
was trying to get him into the center and the Kabbalah, and he's like, no, and then he was like, but Batel did it, maybe I can trust that, and he's a very active student, and he's dedicated to the study, and
Nice.
it's serving his life in so many ways. Yeah.
Nice. That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful. All right, thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, so you're able to see my screen, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to read, as I was explaining to our listeners what the Zohar is really all about, that it's commentary on the Torah. And it helps us to really connect to the energy that is inside of the Torah. The Torah is an encoded book, highly encoded. And although you can glean wisdom from the surface stories, there's so much more deeper. And the Zohar helps us to understand the deepness of many things, the secrets behind things. And, sharing this with the people of Jamaica will provide tremendous transformation, because we understand the power of the Aramaic letters, right? The Hebrew letters are the DNA of creation. And especially the Aramaic, since it comes from a higher realm of Binah, it has much more transformative capabilities. So we're in the portion of Lech Lecha, right? In Genesis chapter, I think it's around chapter
Lech
7.
Lecha.
Yeah.
Lech Lecha.
Lech Lecha. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And last night I was sharing with our listeners, it's about the story of Abraham, where the Creator says to him to get ye out, to leave the land of his nativity and go out to the land that he would show him, which would be Israel. Canaan and in further Israel. So chapter 5 is what we're going to read tonight, right? Which is that portion, get you out for your sake. And I'm going to read the synopsis for our listeners, and then we'll go into the Aramaic and the English, okay?
Yeah.
All right, synopsis. The Zohar brings to light all the spiritual forces that govern the various countries and cities of our world by Abraham. Countries and cities of our world by Abraham masters the knowledge concerning all these diverse metaphysical intelligences that rule over and administer the cosmos. However, the Creator tells him not to direct his mind towards these supernal matters. Rather, Abraham should focus upon his spiritual work in this physical realm, placing his trust in the Creator and regarding the works of the metaphysical dimension. Now, I shared with our listeners last night that Abraham was considered the first astrologer because he studied the skies. And he wrote the book, the Sefer Yitzhara, which helps us to understand which Hebrew letters created which planets and which constellations. So each one of the zodiac signs was created by a particular Hebrew letter, as well as the planets. And this is showing us that he was very much engaged in metaphysics. So the relevance of this passage is as follows. The ability to trust the Creator above the level of our rational mind and logic radiates throughout this passage. What the Zohar is telling us here is this: just by scanning the Aramaic letters of this particular passage, we are being given the ability to go beyond our rational mind and logic and learn to trust the Creator. It says, often we mistake the pursuance of otherworldly mystical knowledge for the real spiritual work in this mundane world. This truth is understood through a story concerning the great sage Hillel, who was asked to reveal all the supernal mysteries and secrets of the Torah in a short time, that he can remain balanced on one leg. The person said, love thy neighbor, or he said, in response, to revealing the supernal mysteries and secrets of the Torah, his response was, love thy neighbor as thyself. All the rest is commentary. Now go and learn. This is what Hillel responded to when he was asked to reveal the supernal mysteries and the secrets of the Torah while standing on one leg. And I know that phrase sounds very familiar. Love thy neighbor as thyself. And many Christians believe that Jesus was the one who originally said this. But in truth, I actually think it's in Leviticus or in Deuteronomy. It's in the Old Testament. And Yeshua was just repeating it because this, in truth, is the golden rule. To love thy neighbor as thyself. And, Batel, I was just mentioning to our listeners that I was a bit bummed out today and very depressed because of the results of the elections, right? And I said, but we know that the Creator, nothing can happen on the earth unless it is already ordained in the upper worlds. And we also know that, it's the voice of the people. And the people have spoken. So I am here now. We just have to take advantage of whatever comes our way. And I'm actually going to be talking to the people about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, because I don't know how many people are really familiar with that, and a tremendous opportunity is upon us to create generational wealth. So I'm actually going to talk a little bit about that later on. So this is what the Zohar is telling us. Okay? So, Batel, verse 21,
Yes.
please.
Yes. One soul with all the tzaddikim, with all the righteous souls who among us who've been here before us, and currently with us.
Amen.
Verse 21. ויאמר אדוני אל אברהם, לך לך, אמר רבי אליעזר, לך לך לגרמך, להתקנה גרמך, להתקנה דרגה דילך. לך לך לתענת, כדאי למקם, הכה בן חייבין אילן.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Indeed, one soul with the Rav Karen and all the Sadiqim. May the reading of the Zohar awaken a desire within people to study more Kabbalah in Jamaica and the whole world. And may this reading help to activate all the Zohars that are currently in Jamaica, that it will dispel all darkness that is around it. Verse 21.
Amen.
Now Hashem said to Abraham, get you out. Literally, go for you. According to Rabbi Elazar, the phrase go for you means for yourself. In other words, go out for yourself, to fulfill yourself and complete your grade. Get you out, for you must not stay here among the wicked. Now, let's give the listeners a little bit more background. So, Abraham was living in a place called Ur of the Chaldeans. And his father, believe it or not, was the biggest idol maker in that area. Okay? So you figure being an idol maker, his father probably was an idol worshiper as well. Don't know much about Terah, Abraham's father, but we know that he was the biggest idol maker. So here it is, the word of the Creator comes to him and says, you must not stay here, you must not stay among the wicked. Verse 22, please.
ורזה דמילה, לך לך, דה קודשה בריחו, יהיב לאברהם, רוחה דחוכמתה, והווה ידה, ומצרף סתרי דישובי עלמה. ויסתכל בהו, ויתקל בתקלה, וידע חילין, די ממנן על סתרי ישובה.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. One soul. Verse 22. The secret behind the words, get you out, is that the Holy One, blessed be He, inspired Abraham with the spirit of wisdom. He knew how to judge the spirits, also the winds of the civilized world. He observed them. He weighed them in the scales and knew how to connect them to the powers entrusted to govern the inhabited places on earth. Wow. This is Abraham. This is the power and the understanding that the Creator gave him through the inspiration of wisdom. Verse 23, please.
קדמתה לגו נקודה, דאמצעיתה דיישובה, תקיל בתקלה ולהבה, סלק בידי. אשגח למנדה חילה, די ממנה עלה, ולה יחיל ידבקה ברעותי.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. One soul. Verse 23. When he reached the middle point of civilization, he weighed it in the scales, but could not reach any conclusion. This means that he elevated Mayin Nukvin, which is the female waters, in order to draw down the spirit of wisdom to that place, but did not succeed. He tried to see and to know what sort of power governed that place, but could not conceive it. Okay, so we'll do one more. One more is okay for you, Batel?
Yes, yes.
Verse 24.
24. One soul. תכיר כמה זמנין וכמה דה מתאמן. השתיל כל עלמה אשגח וצרף ותקל למנדה. וכמה דה אכילה אילאה דעלה לת לשיעורה עמיק וסתים. ולאו איהו כגווני דסתרי דרגי די ישובה.
Okay, and verse 24. He weighed a few more times before realizing that the whole world sprouts from that place and is established upon it. He observed carefully and measured so as to understand the subject. He concluded that the supernal force above it could not be measured, that it is deep and hidden, and that it does not resemble the different parts of the inhabited land. End of verse 24. Batel, I want to thank you so very much. I know that you would spend more time with us if you weren't going to a class.
Exactly. Yeah.
I know.
I would have loved to be invited again if you want.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think the live
Exactly.
reading is amazing.
I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, Joshua, for inviting me. I feel really wonderful wave of energy from connecting with you guys. So
Beautiful.
all
Thank
the
you
light
so
to
much.
Jamaica, all the light to the world, and seriously.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good class, and we'll see you again soon, okay?
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right,
Thank you.
Batel. Hashem bless you.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night. All right, bye-bye. All right, friends. Yes, that was Batel, Israeli, lives in California, been a student, as you heard, for many, many years. And yeah, I mean, I think that was amazing. Beautiful. All right. So, moving right along, as I mentioned, I'm going to play a lecture on reincarnation. Okay? This is from Yael Yardani. Let's see what Yael has to say.
Now, when Adam was about to eat from the forbidden fruit from the tree, which we don't know which tree it was. Some Kabbalists say it was the grape, it was a vine. Some Kabbalists say it was the tree of the pomegranates or the trees of the fig. There are a lot of theory out there, so we don't know. Not to shame the tree, we really don't know. But upon eating from the forbidden fruit, some souls that were very advanced foresaw that Adam was about to make a mistake. And those souls actually, says Zeri, literally flew out of Adam. Those souls refused to participate into the short circuit of eating of the fruit of the tree before time. And it says that those souls actually corrected themselves, and they wait for all of us to correct ourselves, so to come back in the world and participate in the great final revelation of light. So some souls actually jumped out of Adam not to make the short circuit because they understood it wasn't time yet. If you are listening to this class, if you are with us tonight, you're probably not one of those souls. And it's okay, we are here reincarnating again and again. Probably if we are here, it means that 3-4 times we made a little amendment. And so our souls got recycled to continue the process of reincarnation, of tikkun, of correction, again and again and again, until they are fully purified. Now, in this law, there is something that might happen. In one of our reincarnation, a person, a soul, might make a gigantic short circuit. By gigantic short circuit, really think about, great dictators who caused the death of many people, which were the channel of genocide, which were the channel of a lot of pain and suffering for humankind. And it says that when a soul was given the opportunity and didn't restrict and went all throughout, creating a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of bloodshed, this soul cannot reincarnate in an animate body anymore. Instead, those souls are actually locked into rocks and mineral kingdom. So mineral kingdom is a terrible downgrade for human souls. If a person, God forbid, in their reincarnation created so much pain and suffering, brought about so much darkness in the world, their soul will be locked into a mineral for X amount of years until, the soul actually repents, until the soul realizes what they have done. So the mineral kingdom is really a very strong downgrade from being a human soul. And it only happens when a severe short circuit has been made in the course of our reincarnation. If, for instance, a person made still a big short circuit, but not as big as creating general genocide and bringing about great darkness in the world. Let's say if a person destroyed someone's reputation or did something that was very negative, created like a lot of hatred while they were alive, then the soul might downgrade into an animal, might downgrade into animal kingdom. And oftentimes I hear people coming to my astrology practice and say, I bet you there must be a soul within my dog, my cat. I feel they're looking at me like a human. I feel they understand me. I feel they're communicating with me. Well, chances are there is actually a soul imprisoned in the body of a dog or in the body of your cat. And the reason why that soul is there is because it needs you in order to elevate. You, by taking care of that particular animal, are going to elevate the spark and allow that soul to next time become a human again. These are forms of downgrades. Okay? The mineral, the vegetal, the Ari says, there's a very famous story the Ari expresses to kids. Kids were playing with a tree and throwing stones at the tree, where the Ari was making the connection. And one day the Ari asked the parents of these kids to come and said, listen, there is a soul in this tree that I'm praying for all the time. And your children are interfering with my prayers. I do not manage to elevate that soul because that soul is getting angry at children throwing rocks at it all the time. So I'm asking you, please control your children. Otherwise, they might not be a choice. Something might, God forbid, happen to them coming from that. And I think that this is such a beautiful lesson because in the Kabbalistic system, we learn how to respect everything. We respect objects. We respect minerals. We respect trees, plants. We respect animals. We respect human beings. We are taught to respect all the different kingdoms. And not only because some souls might be reincarnated into those different kingdoms, but also because there are sparks of light in all the different kingdoms. There are sparks of light imprisoned everywhere. And it is the job of humankind to elevate all those sparks. Therefore, for us, it's an unbelievable thought to tell ourselves, wow, this object must be elevated. This chair must be taken care of. My home must be taken care of, because we don't know what sparks are in what objects. And therefore, we make it our business to respect every layer that exists. Every layer, even if it looks to us inanimate, we are still made of the very same atoms. And therefore, everything needs to be elevated. In the end of the day, let's say a soul downgrades, okay, severely makes a short circuit and is downgraded. It will have to slowly ascend all the different kingdoms in order. It will ascend from the kingdom of the inanimate, of the rocks and minerals, to the vegetable kingdom, to the animal kingdom, to the human kingdom. It will always ascend in an order. There is an order in the universe. There are laws that governs the universe. And we all are following, unbeknownst to us sometimes, all these laws. And so it is so very important to be aware of them. And that way we really, truly elevate our consciousness. Now, a little question. What happens to the soul that actually, jumped out of Adam because they knew he was about to make a short circuit? We previously said that these souls are waiting for us to make correction. But occasionally, those souls come to us as what we call an ibur. What is an ibur? An ibur means that the soul comes within us while we are still alive. It's a corrected, very elevated soul that comes to us while we are still alive, and most of the time takes us out of trouble. I know some of you maybe were in the army or are still in the army, went a few turns in Iraq or Afghanistan. Some of you guys had a lot of, tribulation in your life. And maybe one day you saved someone from drowning. You found the strength to extract someone out of a car. I know many, many, many students that did some unbelievable actions. The Kabbalists explain, where did the strength to do this action come from? The strength came from a corrected soul that inhabited our body to give us the push to do something good, to give us the push to act in an heroic manner, to help us save a comrade from fire, or pull somebody out of the water, or do something amazing. These are the souls that come and help us. When we need them, when we are about to do something great, we get an extraordinary extra strength to do what we feel was the right thing to do. And that is called in the Kabbalah, ibur. Ibur, it's like inhabiting. When we are inhabited by very, very beautiful, already corrected souls to help us do our journey, to help us, to do special action to save people. Unfortunately, there is also the opposite of that, where sometimes a person gets inhabited by a negative soul. And that also explains a lot. For instance, random shooting, how a person all of a sudden that was, very, very kind person, very positive person, all of a sudden wakes up one day, takes a gun and starts massively killing people. The Kabbalists explain, most likely, a negative soul, unfortunately, inhabited that person. And that is the reason why their actions are actually unrecognizable, why it doesn't make sense that so much, evil or so much negativity was, came out of the hands of that particular person. There are also many laws on how to really help us draw positive souls. Of course, it's the power of positive intention. When we have positive intention, chances are we are going to draw into our life very strong, positive, corrected souls for us to make our journey a lot easier and help us to share with many more people. In addition, it is said that close to the time of redemption, by time of redemption, we understand it means the time when this physical world will be corrected or will reach a certain critical mass of people with a higher consciousness, then the world will come back to the endless. The world will come back to the light force of the Creator. We will blend one more time with that endless, beautiful, loving force of the Creator. Close to that time, it says that will be born children, that's from the Ari, Rabbi Ezekloria, will be born children that will be very fast. They will understand very quickly. They will know how to maneuver life in a very smart and intelligent way. And that will be the sign that we are very close to the redemption. And we can feel, in our generation, we see children that are born and they already know everything. They already know technology. They already know, how to maneuver very complicated things. They already know a lot. It's like they already have the download, the perfect program. So that's an excellent sign that we are coming very close to the moment where the light will shine for every one of us. And we will be in what we call Gemar Tikkun, the end of the Tikkun process, where everything goes back to being beautiful and being really all about love. So we're going to do a meditation today. We're going to push a little bit further the boundaries and try to a little bit have a glimpse into past life. Before that, I want to give you homework, okay? Homework for this week. And the homework will be to journal all your dreams after the meditation we're going to do tonight. Because what we're going to do is that we're going to try to open a gate, a spiritual gate for us to understand better. So be very, very careful about all the dreams you're going to have until next week. Write them all down, get a little notebook, write them all down, particularly the dreams that you feel are very, very powerful or leave an impression, because chances are, the first level of prophecy is always dreams. And through dreams, you will have understanding of some of your lives before. And the only reason why we want to know that, it's because we want to get better. We don't want to know just out of curiosity. We want to know because we want to be higher human beings, because we want to emulate the light. And all this illusion that has been created is just for that. So we can be light-like. And that's our job for this week. Journal all your dreams. And of course, next week, we will talk about very difficult questions of reincarnation. So let's end today's class with a meditation as usual. So I'm going to ask you, to let go of your pen, paper, notes, books. Just let go of everything. If possible, take a little bit of time to dim the lights in your home, or to look for a corner that is not too much lit, so we give a chance to the soul to actually raise up and speak to you. So I'm going to ask you first to just simply sit comfortably, stretch if you need to. We have a lot of information today, so you need a little stretch. And I'm going to ask you to keep your feet on the ground, as being grounded. It's like electricity. Knowledge is like electricity. It needs to be grounded in order for it to work for us. So for a moment, I'm going to ask you to just close your eyes and just allow your body to sit or lean in a very, very comfortable position. Stretch as much as needed until your body is happy. Remember, the body is a little bit like an animal. It complains all the time. So we don't want to give the body any reason to complain. Allow yourself to move accordingly and ground yourself, even as leaning down. Feel yourself very, very grounded. I'm going to ask you to take 3 deep breaths. Breathing in calmness, relaxation, and breathing out stress, unnecessary thoughts, anything that can bother your connection. You just want to breathe it out. And again, breathing in deeply, light, calmness, positive waves, breathing out any stress and thoughts that are unwanted. Gotta do it a 3rd time. Breathing in calmness, inspiration, breathing out anything that will bother us, any disorderly thought, anything that prevents us from relaxing right now. And we're really going to feel a wave of relaxation from the top of the skull all the way down. Imagine like warm water, very pleasant water, starting from the top of the head, your face, your eyes, and all the way down to your arms, your hands, your torso, your abdomen, right leg, left leg, all the way down the spine. Again, like warm water flowing all the way down the spine, all the way down to the feet. Your feet are warm, cozy, and you feel profoundly relaxing. Every breath you take, every beat of your heart, you're more and more and more relaxed. More and more relaxed. Almost leaving your body envelope like a garment on the sofa, the chair, the bed. Leave the body like a garment and allow the consciousness, the eyes of your soul, allow the consciousness just for one moment to escape the body and to float in the air, float around. Consciousness is really like the eyes of your soul. You can see everything all around, understands everything, is privy to everything, can also understand feelings. Allow this soul and consciousness, the eyes of your soul, to float outside of the body to the ceiling, from the ceiling to the sky. It's beautiful sky today. Many stars, the moon. Imagine this beautiful cosmos that was created for us to do our tikkun. Stare at all the constellations, all the stars, and really feel in awe of the one that created everything, in awe of the beautiful creation that unfolds in front of us. And for a moment, all the stars and constellation, all of this will become a giant screen of your life. From the moment it started, from the moment you were an embryo, all the way to today, as we unfolded it before. It's like a screen. It's accelerated, but it's slow at the same time. And all our life unfolds till today. And now we are going to ask the screen to go backwards. We are going to ask the light to rewind everything just to the point of us being an embryo and beyond. This time we are going beyond much before the time that you were an embryo. Enter a room. We don't know what's there yet. But what we're going to do is, with the eyes of our soul, we are going to stare at our hands and our feet. Stare at your hands and your feet. And slowly stare at the rest of your body. Are you male or female? What shoes are you wearing? Do you have any rings? What are you clothed with? What period of time is this? Don't expect anything. Let the thought very slowly dawn on you as the eyes of your soul remember everything. We just want our brain to get out of the way and for the eyes to see. As you become more aware I'm going to ask you to stare at the room with the eyes of your soul. Look around. Where are you? Is it outside? Is it inside? If it's inside, what is it? A house, a hut, a cave, a manor. Stare around. Take in everything that the eyes of your soul perceive. More importantly, how do you feel? What is the thought that comes to you? Happiness, sadness. What thought, what feeling is the most important? Allow those feelings to come. And now, I'm gonna slightly fast forward the movie to the moment when you left that world in that past life. Just a moment before your soul departed. This is not our first drill, as you know. What was the thought that came to you just before your soul departed? Feel it. What is the lesson you absolutely need to remember? Allow that lesson to enter your heart and to enter your conscious mind. And slowly, you're going to elevate as your soul did in that past life and find yourself again in the midst of the beautiful night sky with all the stars and constellations. Allow any ill feeling to leave you and slowly gonna descend from the beautiful sky to the body of today who started the meditation. Wherever you are, allow your soul and consciousness to re-enter your body from the top of the skull, little by degree, to your arms, your torso, your abdomen, your feet, as you will feel all your organs filled with life. Again, filled with positive energy. Come back fresh in the body you have today, remembering and taking note later of whatever lessons your soul wanted to remember. I will count from 1 till 3, and then I'll ask you to come back 100% in consciousness. At 1, you feel your hands and feet warm and tingling. At 2, you'll feel very, very comfortable with your heart beating slowly but happily. And at 3, I want you to open your eyes and smile. Smile at the fact that the knowledge wants to be revealed. And the more your soul knows, the happier in the end of the day you will be. Remember to journal all your dreams for the week to come, as we will enter even deeper into the topic of reincarnation next week and speak about questions that are usually not addressed in any classes. So get prepared for next week as well. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Thank you for being with us, and take the time to come back to reality. Great week, everybody.
Okay. Well, how did you enjoy that? It almost put me to sleep. That is Yael Yardeni. And you get a good dose of some knowledge on reincarnation. Reincarnation is a fact, people. Reincarnation is a fact. That and many more things you'll be learning, continue to learn on Kabbalah for Jamaican segment. So now it's 10:36. I'm actually going to play you know what? I'll play some music first. Yes? Yeah. Play a tune first. Liven up the place a little bit. Luciano, 4i.
Surprise.
You're listening to Diaspora Connection featuring Kabbalah for Jamaicans. My name is Joshua. Luciano. That's Luciano with 4i. So now I'm going to play for all the Scorpions out there some Kabbalistic astrology intel from Yael Yardeni, the lady that you just heard from. And again, happy birthday to all the Scorpios out there.
Welcome everybody. Today we are going to study more carefully the sign of Scorpio. The Scorpio happens to be a water sign, but we might never know, since the internal energy of the Scorpio is fire. Fire and water together is an intense combination indeed. Very often in the Kabbalistic system, we compare the Scorpio to a big pot of boiling water. It's water, yes. It's very sensitive, yes. But it's a water that can hurt. Actually, the month corresponding to the sign of Scorpio is called the month of Cheshvan. In the Kabbalistic system, we add another word to the month of Cheshvan. It's called Mar Cheshvan, the bitter month of Scorpio. The month of Scorpio in the cosmos during the year is one of the most intense and difficult months of the entire year. Let's take a look at the ruler of that month and the ruler of that sign, which is planet Mars. Planet Mars is the red planet. This reddish environment suggests an idea of war, of confrontation. And as it happens, Mars contains in its heart the biggest volcano of the whole solar system. This is a very intense planet indeed, and the two signs that are ruled by the planet Mars are the sign of Scorpio and the sign of Aries. And both of them have the component of water and fire, which makes their personality extremely complex. Imagine water and fire together, and you have the idea of steam and boiling. So it's very difficult to stabilize the emotional system of both Aries and Scorpio.
When we look closer into the behavior of Scorpio, we are going to find two keywords for their behavior. The first keyword is the one we are going to use for all the family of water, which is the idea of control. All the water signs' drive is connected to the idea of control. And the ones of you that are Scorpio or have a Scorpio partner in life, you know that anytime the Scorpio will lose control, they will go into great loop of crisis. And those crises can last for a very long time indeed. As it happens, we know in the Kabbalah that when a Scorpio goes silent, one must leave him alone for the longest time. So let me give you my astrological advice. When your son, your partner in life, or your mother or your father that is a Scorpio is going on a crisis, my advice to you is, guys, just leave them. Leave them be for as long as it takes. Feeling ignored, the Scorpio is going to feel very, very lonely and very uncomfortable. And it's going to shorten up their crisis tremendously. Trust me, that works. The other key word for the behavior of Scorpio is jealousy. Why is that? Because the Scorpio sign has so many fears internally that constantly they feel that something is lacking. Constantly they are afraid that something's going to be taken away from them. And that behavior can generate a behavior of jealousy or a behavior sometimes even of envy, depending on the degree of spirituality of the Scorpio we are talking about. Kabbalists actually differentiate 3 types of Scorpio signs, and each and every one of them will be a higher degree spiritually. The bottom of the 3 is called by the Kabbalists the snake. The snake is the lowest level of the Scorpio sign. Usually they are found in the underdog. Usually we'll find the snakes, so to say, in places that are very dark, in places where everything is maneuvered in a very hidden fashion. This is the lowest spiritual level because it's impossible being hidden to actually work on ourselves. The second type of Scorpio, which is already more spiritual than the snake, but not quite there yet, is actually called the scorpion, like the animal. Now, when we examine the behavior of the animal scorpion, we are going to find that the scorpion is practically blind, and the way they actually maneuver themselves is through instinct. And here we have a very big secret about the sign of Scorpio, because all their lives is lived in instinct. Everything for them is about instinct. They are very clever and very smart. Most of them are very street smart. They have a lot of logic. Unfortunately, most of the time, they do not use that logic. They use the instinct, like the animal, the scorpion, to direct themselves. It's understood that the Scorpio sign is one of the biggest intuitions of the zodiac, that they are capable of having premonitions and knowing in their guts that a deal is going to go through, that a person is dishonest, and are quite remarkable about understanding humans' nature and recognizing in a second if a person is trustworthy or not. It's not a question that their intuition is legendary and they are very connected with it. So the second type, the scorpion, will be a little bit more elevated, but will still struggle a lot with the idea of jealousy and control. The third type of Scorpio is called in the Kabbalistic system the eagle. And when we look at the animal, the eagle, it's a very high creature. This is a creature that can see from very far away, things that are very, very small when they fly so high. They have the ability to have this sight and know exactly where to land, where to find everything. But on the other hand, since they are flying over everything, they are not really affected by the situations. So the eagle is the highest level for a Scorpio sign to reach. And I want to encourage you guys to work on it. You guys, Scorpio, work on it. Work on being like eagles, knowing what needs to be corrected, knowing what is missing in a picture, but still not being affected by the outcome. As it happens, the Scorpios are the best detective of the zodiac. If you don't tell them exactly the truth, They are going to know immediately. And in confrontation, never be nice to a Scorpio. They are the best people to confront. You just have to shoot between the eyes, be as honest as possible. If you try giving flattery or compliment to a Scorpio, they will look at you like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to manipulate me? Which means loss of control, and you can expect a big crisis. This is the reason why, Kabbalistically, it is suggested that if a couple of Scorpio Leo want to get together, they're probably gonna need a lot of Kabbalistic counseling because they completely work in a different fashion. And from the point of view of the books of Kabbalah and astrology, it is known that Leo and Scorpio is a quasi-impossible combination to balance as a couple. However, as business partners, they'll make a great team. Both of them are not afraid. Both of them want to succeed. Both of them have a plan of attack. They'll make amazing partners at work as long as the jobs are divided. So we know that everyone has a territory and a place that they can rule. A lot of Scorpios are found in the military and they make mighty warriors. As it happens, in the Kabbalistic tradition, King David was known to be a Scorpio. And it says about him that he was extremely brave and relentless and determined. All the qualities of a true warrior, all the qualities of a true Scorpio. In a very important fashion, when you speak to Scorpio, yes, be direct, but tell them exactly what's going on in your heart. If you don't, they will think you are lying to them. And it's interesting that many Scorpios were known in history for having had a lot of secrets, who having belonged to secret societies and nobody ever knew about it, because the Scorpio is the best at secret keeping. If you give them a secret, they will take it to the grave. No question about this. These are people that are very organized, extremely reliable, very hardworking, and they'll make amazing competitors in business. Scorpios have an amazing instinct for money as well, and many of them attract a lot of money in their lives. If you are a rising Scorpio, you should use your intuition a lot more. You should really be functioning a lot more on instinct. If you have a moon in Scorpio, remember, the moon in Scorpio is the guillotine of the zodiac. It's one of the most difficult moons of all the 12 moons. So care should be taken to always give a second chance to the people that hurt you, since the sign of Scorpio never does that. With disappointed with a Scorpio, they will never forget. They'll remember everything. It's one of the strongest memory of the zodiac. Remember, water signs attribute is memory. The same way as the water has memory, so do the water signs. Let us give ourselves a list of spiritual goals for our friends the Scorpio. Very important goals. It's to recognize the fears. Scorpio look very fearless. Internally, they have a lot of fears. They have a lot of doubts. If we want to help our fellow friend Scorpio, we need to be trustworthy to them so that they feel free slowly, very slowly, to open up about their fears. And once they do that, they will feel so much better. A Scorpio is highly individualistic. They will fight on their own. They will do their own battles. They will very rarely ask for help. We need to be there for them so that they can vent all this steam and boiling water of their fears. The second spiritual goal for our fellow friends, the Scorpio, is to learn to trust people. Scorpio only trust themselves. Trusting for them is quasi impossible. If you date a Scorpio, let me tell you, at your own risks, they are going to give you 1,000 tests to overcome. Hopefully you will. As it happens, one of the best zodiacal combination for the Scorpio is the Virgo. The Virgo giving the element of intellect and logic into the couple, the Scorpio bringing the instinct and the intuition. The two of them can be quite invincible. Altogether, Earth signs are the most recommended combinations for the Scorpio, Taurus and Capricorn as well, belonging to that. The third point to help our Scorpio friends achieve their spiritual goal is to really fight for a common goal. It's to really find an organization, a humanitarian cause that they can place all their energy in. Scorpios are highly energetic. They work non-stop. They can work 24/7. They are capable of taking huge projects and organizing systems and making sure that everyone's going to work, really clockwork. Fighting for a common goal will remove from the Scorpio the negativity of the snake, the negativity of the selfishness. Very important as well. We must teach the Scorpio to let go of their bad experience. How can we do that? First of all, to really want to forgive and forget. The Scorpio will tell you, I forgave you, but I didn't forget. They didn't forget, they didn't forgive. Our job is to show them that nothing happens by coincidence. Therefore, removing one of their biggest fear, the fear of loss of control. If nothing is a coincidence, if everything in our lives is an experience, then life is a much better place because we know we come from the light and we will go to the light. So give that optimism to the Scorpio will tremendously help them. When on crisis, your job as parents or partners is to come to the Scorpio and just remind them of a very, very, very positive memory they had in their lives, and hopefully they'll snap out of the crisis a lot quicker after you have left them alone for a while. Very important as well, the idea that one must never revenge, and it's connected, of course, to the idea of trust. Finally, teach the Scorpio to appreciate what they have. They are so afraid to be lacking things that the grass is always greener somewhere else. Teach them the grass is very green by me. It's an illusion if it doesn't look that way. When we look at the famous people that were born under the sign of Scorpio, we find a lot of controversy indeed. Picasso was a Scorpio, Marie Antoinette was a Scorpio, Columbus was a Scorpio, Monet, the painter, as well as President Roosevelt. Very powerful people, and definitely people that entered history. So the ones of you that are Scorpio, or are married to a Scorpio, or love a Scorpio, know that you have a real treasure with you. And that treasure is their power and energy and their ability to manifest everything. But also know that for some time, you're going to need to be bulletproof. Good luck, everybody, with the Scorpio sign, and good work. We'll see you next time.
Wow. I tell you guys, this stuff is science. This is not religion. So now all you Scorpions, I mean, I've heard this before, but I'm still learning stuff. Wow. Very, very, very powerful. Very powerful. It's good to know yourself. My mother was also Miss Barbara. God bless her soul. She passed on, transitioned earlier this year in March. My mom was, big in the zodiac. Well, she knew that it was intel on people. And it helps you to understand people and how to best deal with them. You're not putting them in a box, but, it's good to know some traits about various signs so that you know how to deal with people. Yeah, so that was powerful. You can find that on the Kabbalah.com website. That's KABBALAH.com, Kabbalah.com. That's the Kabbalah Center's website. And you can find that and other lectures on various topics, all the signs of the zodiac. Next week, Tuesday, what I'll do is I'll play Yael's Introduction to Kabbalistic Astrology. I played that last night from the Rav, from Rav Berg. But next week we'll hear it from Yael, who is one of the astrology experts at the Kabbalah Center. Yeah? So friends, it was a action-packed episode tonight. You got to hear Zohar live from Batel. Batel, if you're listening, thank you so much. Really appreciate you. And you're welcome to come on the program at any time. And then we played Yael's piece on reincarnation, and then now Scorpio. So my friends, remember, Kabbalah is not a religion, it's a science. And what we're doing here is exposing you to this knowledge. I call it intel. That you will do the right thing with it to help to improve your life and the life of those around you. Until next time, this is Joshua. Good night.